worst thing comes to worst, I fucking die a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams, I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive, and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't give a fuck, because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. So I just wanted to say I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. Your mind is limitless. You are worth more than you could believe. All you have to do is dream, and all you have to do is want to fulfill that dream and have the strength.
So I've never really made a video just like this one. I talked about the YouTube headquarters thing when that happened a few months ago. I talked about Angry Grandpa when he passed away, but this time it's way different because it doesn't involve like gaming or YouTube. I've never talked about the death of a musician, especially one that means so much to me, because today, just a few hours ago in Broward County in Florida near Miami, rapper XXXTentacion was killed. He was shot. He was shopping for motorcycles and he was driving away. He was leaving the dealership. Someone came by and shot him in a drive-by shooting multiple times. I saw a video of a person who has had such a deep impact on me laying pretty much lifeless in the seat of his car. And it hasn't entirely hit me yet. I've already had my my own little reaction to the whole thing earlier as it was happening pretty much, but this musician, which most of you will not call him a musician because obviously a lot of you either don't listen to rap and you think that rap doesn't take skill, or you don't like his music because of the shit that he's done before. But this was one of many people that I have ever heard in my life who can masterfully weave himself into multiple different genres. He was one of the best at doing so, in my opinion, and I've been listening to him for about 2 years now, ever since just before he actually blew up. I've listened to just a countless amount of his songs. A lot of people don't even know some of his songs exist. This man honestly was really a hero to me. He helped me get through a lot in my life. His music helped me get through a lot in my life, and watching today as the news stories started rolling out, seeing unedited videos of him in his car shot multiple times and stuff like that was just it's been hard on me, I'm not gonna lie, but I think honestly most people overlook the impact that he's had on so many of us, of his fans, and honestly, whether or not you liked his music or you liked him as a person, there's no reason you should ever wish death on somebody, especially over something stupid, something that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, he had his own personal issues with his girlfriend, with the assault charges and stuff like that, but it's no reason to ever wish death on somebody, and he has had, like I said, such an impact on me, on so many artists, on so many musicians, on the music industry in general. I mean, he's charted all over Billboard before. He's been #1. He's worked with so many people, and I don't know how to process it, to be honest. It's pretty upsetting, I'm not gonna lie, but this is one of the first times this has happened to me. I know a lot of people have watched famous musicians and stuff that they were fans of pass away. The last time, I wasn't really a fan of Lil Peep until I heard of him dying, then I heard some of his music. I'd never heard of him before. That was an extremely sad situation. Drugs will do shit like that to you, but, I mean, X, dude, he's had so much. Like, he was attacked on stage, he's been jumped, he got shot and killed today. It's like, yeah, he had all these issues going on, but he also was he was an amazing artist, and people really overlooked that about him. Like, he wasn't just a rapper. He was in so many genres. He made music that was like heavy metal. He made straight up rap music. He made trap. He made pop music. You know, he blended genres, you know. It's just hard to see something like this happen to somebody that I've always held in such a positive light, even though he's done so much. that people obviously will look down on him for doing. And honestly, I know he's done a lot of stupid stuff, and I understand. It's terrible what he's done. But people tend to overlook the good things that this man has done. He was doing a charity concert in coming weeks. He's made music for suicide victims. He made a song for the Stoneman Douglas kids in the school shooting. I mean, unfortunately, he was killed before he could really turn himself around, as he had recently started making better and more positive changes in his life and started, doing things that actually would benefit him as a person instead of getting him in trouble. And I'm telling you, man, people from your own communities will be the first people to take you down, especially if you blow up and you do something. If you become something of yourself, you have to look internally. You have to look into your own circle. The people who claim that they love you and support you the most are often the first people to extort you and to feed off of you and to jump ship the moment that something happens, the moment that the news turns in the wrong way. Keep in mind, he was from South Florida. X was from South Florida. He was from Miami. He was from this area. And this is where he was killed by somebody from his own community. People don't realize that when stuff like this happens, when you blow up, when you start having an impact, when people start knowing your name, it's not going to be some stranger. It's never going to be the stranger that doesn't know or give a fuck about you. It's always going to be the person who is right there in your own community. It's the snake within your own nest. And that man was 20 years old. 20 years old. There is no reason a human being should die that young for something so unnecessary. You know that this guy did not kill him in self-defense. This guy didn't kill him for a purpose. This guy killed him because he had hatred for this man. He killed him because there's something within him. And this happens every single day all across our country. People get killed over the most stupid shit. It's just crazy to think that you can quite literally wake up and watch as somebody that you've always looked up to, or that you've looked up to for so long, just be killed that quickly, be taken from the world that quickly. Somebody that I have looked up to, someone who has helped me personally with my issues through his music, is just gone. And the only thing that we have now is his music. I mean, thankfully, the dude has recorded like thousands of songs, and they're all over the internet, but we live in a really screwed up world. We live in I can't believe it. It still hasn't properly hit me that I'm probably not ever going to hear another album from him. And if I do, I'm going to listen to it and realize this is probably the last thing I'll ever hear from this guy. The man who's made music that I've been listening to for over 2 years now. People don't get it, man. I mean, and rap fans just really don't understand, because unfortunately in rap, we lose a lot of our favorite artists much quicker than in a lot of other genres because of the violence and stuff, and because of stupid petty shit like this. I mean, shooting a dude coming out of a motorcycle store, X has had such an impact on so many people, and that alone is respectable. Any musician, even Chester Bennington, Kurt Cobain, Lil Peep, obviously here we have X. I mean, Tupac, Biggie, Nate Dogg, there's just so many musicians, and many, many more that I haven't even named across more genres. Obviously, we have people like, Michael Jackson and Prince, who we will never hear another song from in our lives, but their music has had such a profound impact on who we are as people. X is no different for me, guys. I know maybe you guys probably haven't listened to him, but I'm sure that there's an X song you'll like. He's done so many different types of music. And unfortunately, that's all we've got left from him, because he's no longer here with us. X, rest in peace, man. I will forever hold some sort of debt to you for all the help that your music has brought to me. I know a lot more of you are also fans of him, and it's sad, dude. It's terrible. I never honestly saw this coming, to be honest with you, but I mean, things happen in life, and unfortunately this is just something that we're all going to have to cope with, and eventually it's going to really hit me that it's happened. But for now, I'm just going to keep listening to his music. I'm going to keep enjoying it, and I hope that any of his posthumous releases obviously hold up to my standards. He was making a mixtape with Joey Badass. I wonder how that's going to work now. I mean, hopefully they finished recording it and all, but I know he had new music on the way and stuff, and honestly, I hope that it gets released, because I want to hear everything that he was recording up until his last moments. I don't want the chapter book to close, without telling us really the final story. Rest in peace, X. We love you, dude. You've done so much to help so many of us. You have been a positive impact to millions of people. You've done some really stupid shit in your past, and you did a lot more positive to try and help people hosting like the charity event that you were hosting this weekend in Florida. And he was a man who was honestly trying to change his life around. He tried to spread positivity as much as he could, and that's something that's always going to be respectable. I always will respect somebody who did that. And of course, I respect him as an artist. But guys, I mean, this, honestly, it's kind of torn me apart. I mean, this is one of my favorite artists, and it's gonna take a toll on me. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make this video. I thought I'd probably break down a little bit during it, but I don't know. I held through, guys, so... Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Rest in peace to X. Make sure to say something positive today, guys, because honestly, you don't know when things happen. Show love to somebody, you know. Tomorrow they might be gone, regardless of who they are. Maybe your favorite artist, maybe it's a family member, a friend, you know. Things happen in this world all the time, so I love you guys as always. Thank you for all of your support. I'm sure you guys will be supporting during this entire process. I'm probably going to be decently upset about it for a while. Listen to some new music if you've never heard him before, and, you know, maybe you'll find something you like. Maybe you'll realize, hey, I've been missing out this entire time. That's how I was with Lil Peep, and maybe that's how you guys will be with X. So, thank you guys for watching, as I said, and this is Optimus mourning the death of XXXTentacion and signing out.